Hey, yo, what up? This is Mark with the Mark Digital Live podcast produced by Feldzine. You can find us at FELTZINE everywhere, and you can find me, Mark Digital, at MarkDigitalHD as a high definition. If you're a fan of the podcast and you want to continue this conversation online, please do so by joining our Discord, and you can find that link in the description to every single podcast. Please also rate us wherever you're listening to this. Every little bit counts, and your reviews go a long way to making sure more people hear what we're talking about. Peace. Alright, so we have a new Kanye West music video that dropped today. It's the track Follow God, one of my favorite tracks from the album. Probably my favorite track on the album besides On God, but I kind of go back and forth between the two of those on which one I think is the best. But the video didn't disappoint. I mean, I think it's a really, it's a short song like all the songs on the album. So with that, we pretty much get a short video. The video is a little longer than the song because you get an intro clip where it's Kanye's dad talking about taking him out into the snow for the first time. And then at the end, you get a clip where Kanye talks about showing his dad that particular property that he owns in Wyoming and how his dad looked around. His dad asked him, how much land is this? He's like, it's 4,000 square miles. And his pops is like, what? Like a black man owns that? Which is kind of dope because I don't know if it really is 4,000 for sure, but that's an ill flip on the whole 40 acres and a mule. Kanye has 100 times that, so on one property, so that's kind of ill. It's like Kanye got his 40 acres over 100 times. So, that's a dope way to kind of think about that shit and put that shit into perspective. Overall, I think a lot of this whole Kanye Jesus is King era is definitely mad hit or miss from, I'm not a huge fan of this round of merch. For instance, I do not think that AWGE, which is A$AP Rocky's creative label or creative company or whatever, I don't think that they've held it down the same way that Cactus Plant Flea Market did with the previous merch. I was just checking out some of that merch and was kind of excited to see like some of that shit from the last round of merch, especially from the Kid See Ghost merch. Some of that shit's like worth like a G now, especially the Cactus Plant Flea Market shit. So that was kind of dope. Good news for people like me who were able to cop on retail and people were kind of sleeping on it. So I do wonder if that means that this current Jesus is King merch is going to shoot up to a G. It might. I mean, I think that some of it seems interesting. I know that Cactus Plant Flea Market did some of this merch for Jesus is King too. So we'll see how that works out. But back to the video, staying on track with that. The video is really dope. I mean, it kind of is centered around the whole idea of his properties in Wyoming. It's one of those videos where the setting itself is is kind of a character, and it seems like I looked online. It was directed by the guy who did the film Robot and Frank, which is a cool movie, shot really well. The video shot in a dope way. Was talking about it a little bit in the Discord, and in the Discord, we was kind of saying like, it kind of has vibes similar to Otis. Like the track itself feels like Otis, and the video kind of feels like Otis because it's basically about riding around in these two like interesting kind of like vehicles. Both of them seem to be like some kind of like ATVs, like all-terrain vehicle type joints. But they're dope. Like all of them look like some crazy next level. I don't know shit about farming equipment. I don't know shit about ATVs. So those just look like really dope to me. And I seen memes out there, people being like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Niggas gonna pull up in the club with ATVs now. And that'd be kind of ill, but that's also like mad hip hop, like the Rough Riders and shit. They used to be riding ATVs through like New York and all that. So like, I remember that era. So I think that whole shit is dope, man. I'm definitely vibing with it. It's a classic Kanye video. I don't know if Kanye West has ever actually disappointed when it came to a visual that he dropped. And I think that this just keeps it right there. Another classic video by Kanye West. I'm a big fan. If you haven't seen it, just go search for it. Kanye West, Follow God music video. The shit knocks. Really happy to hear that, and I think it was cool. So, let me know what y'all think. You can join us on the Discord so we could chat about it. As soon as that video dropped, we was bumping that shit. We was watching that in the Discord, and so you can keep up with that. And if you're a musician or just a music lover, definitely join the Discord and then hop in the music section because we're always sharing shit there and having a good time there. So, like I said, I'm still not a huge fan of the album Jesus is King. I would still say it's probably one of my least favorite Kanye West albums, but I'm really glad to see that he dropped a video for Follow God, which is one of my favorite tracks on the album, and the video did not disappoint at all. So, peace.